do I age well? It's something I often ponder on. My name's Rosaria Barreto, and I want to find out what it takes to live a healthy and happy life as we age. I'm a clinical exercise specialist, and for the past 5 years, I've worked with nearly 1,000 older adults, and as a result, have had the chance to talk to a diverse range of happy and healthy, and not so happy and healthy people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I want to know what it takes to be able to look back and confidently say, I lived an amazing life. Why not join me on this exploration on what it takes to live happily and healthily and learn how to age well? Hello and welcome back to the How to Age Well podcast. Today I'm going to be talking about the significance of physical activity and the impact that it has on aging. I'm going to be shattering the myth that aging equates to slowing down and becoming frail. And I'm going to reveal the transformative benefits of staying physically active. So, let's take a quick deep dive into the science behind why physical activity is the key to aging with strength and vitality. Number 1, cardiovascular health. So, cardiovascular health is prolonged movement. I'm not going to go too much into it, but if you would like to learn more about cardiovascular health, go and check out one of my previous episodes where I talk about physical health and well-being. So physical activity research shows that regular exercise can reduce the risk of heart disease by 35%. It basically enhances circulation and improves our blood flow to vital organs and tissues and lowers blood pressure. And these reactions and responses to cardiovascular exercise make such a difference when it comes to healthy aging or unhealthy aging. And as we age, our muscles and bones weaken, but exercise comes to the rescue again. Strength training exercises, which has been backed by numerous studies, I feel like you cannot say that exercise is not good for you when it comes to muscle and bone strength. But it not only preserves muscle mass, but also increases bone density and reduces the risk of fractures by up to 50% and osteoporosis by 24%. And this is really important as we age because naturally we do go through muscle loss and our bones do become weaker slightly. However, by exercising, it doesn't become detrimental. Movement is the lifeline for our joints as well, as we know, and the research underscores its importance in maintaining healthy joints. So regular activity keeps joints lubricated, it increases the synovial fluid production. So that's like the sticky fluid, soft, slimy fluid around each of your joints. So let's think of your shoulder joint, where your shoulders move, or your hips. It's really important for that sliding movement to happen without pain and at ease. And this improves our flexibility, reducing the risk of stiffness and arthritis by 47%. That's massive. And then we've got our mind. It rejoices in body's movement. Studies have demonstrated that exercise, a potent cognitive enhancer, can help with memory boosting, attention, and executive function. Regular physical activity can reduce the risk of age-related cognitive decline by a staggering 38% and offer protection against dementia and Alzheimer's disease. If you haven't yet listened to my dementia versus Alzheimer podcast episode, go and check that out. It's really interesting and it will make you think twice about drinking alcohol. So when it comes to exercise, I totally understand how challenging it can be to motivate. We know that exercise is important, and that's why I like to educate people, because when you really understand the science behind exercise, you make better choices. You're more motivated to exercise and do it regularly. But by engaging in regular exercise and activities like brisk walking, swimming, cycling, you're elevating the heart rate and contributing to your overall cardiovascular health. The government suggests around 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise a week. And this is also recommended by leading health organisations. I think we should be doing more, but it's a much more acceptable and accessible way of achieving a goal by setting 150 minutes. The more, the better with exercise. We can also incorporate resistance training into our regime in our daily life. So resistance training is basically lifting weights or using resistance bands or body weight exercises to build and maintain our muscle mass. And this, we do tend to focus on our major muscle groups here with strength training. And I would encourage doing strength training 3 to 4 times a week if possible. You don't have to be spending an hour there, but if you can, 20 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week, 4 to 5 times a week, even better. I actually have lots of videos on Instagram and YouTube that focus on our balance and mobility. So if you're interested, go and check that out. But flexibility and balance exercise cultivate agility and balance through activities like yoga, tai chi, sports, and different things like that. Enhancing our joint mobility ultimately reduces the risks of falls. And that is so important as we age, because a fall in our 70s is not like a fall in our 30s. You can actually die from falls. Now, not directly, but if you break your hip or you do something really detrimental as a result from a fall, most people, in my experience, don't have very long to live. So aim for flexibility exercises and mobility exercises. Do this every day if you can to complement your other training routine. Something I would love to be able to do is to stretch every single day for 20 minutes at least. I am getting better at stretching, but it's not as good as it should be, but we try. So if I can do it, you can do it. So I'm going to navigate the practicalities of integrating physical activity into our daily lives. It needs to be sustainable and it needs to be enjoyable. One thing I would say is to start slowly and progress gradually. And it's really key that you're patient. Begin with activities that match your current fitness levels, your daily life, and gradually increase the intensity and duration over time. And this basically minimizes the risk of burnout or injury. It sets the stage for long-term success. So if you're somebody who's been completely sedentary for, let's say, the last 3 years, what I want you to do is look at your day and find a gap, a space where you think, I can do 10 minutes of exercise here. And what I want you to do is go away and each day of the week, try a different exercise in that set of 10 minutes. It could be Monday yoga, Tuesday tai chi, Wednesday weight training, Thursday running, and Friday swimming. Give it a go and see which ones you really, really like. Once you've identified which exercises you like, then you can start to work towards that. Learn more about the styles that you can incorporate into your workout, maybe even join a class or hire a personal trainer. But it's really important that you choose activities that resonate with your interests and preferences, because finding joy in movement makes staying active a rewarding and sustainable endeavor. The next thing that I pointed out earlier is patience. You need to listen to your body. Don't go too hard too fast. Your body is a wise mentor. Pay attention to signals of discomfort or fatigue and adjust your exercise routine accordingly. You don't want to burn out too soon. Rest when needed, although we don't need to completely stay sedentary all day. Rest is more a word that refers to the idea that maybe you take a day of exercise that's at a high to medium intensity. Just remember to honor your body's cues and maintain balance and prevent overexertion. That's pretty hard, but if you're somebody who becomes quite addicted or gives everything all at once, then this one's for you. I would like to draw some inspiration from some real life tales of individuals who have embraced physical activity later in life, just to prove to you that it's never too late. Experiencing remarkable transformations in their health and well-being, from conquering marathons to mastering yoga poses, these stories illuminate the boundless potential of the human spirit and the human capabilities that the transformative power of physical activity has. So, one example is Joan McDonald, also known as Train with Joan on Instagram. She gained attention for her impressive fitness transformation in her 70s. She shares workout routines, healthy recipes, and motivational messages, inspiring others to embrace a healthy lifestyle regardless of age. Now, Joan's before and after pictures are amazing. I'm not a big fan of before and after, but Joan has really been sedentary for quite a long time. And now in her 70s, she is living proof that transformations are possible in later life. Another notable figure is Ernestine Shepherd. So Ernestine is known as the world's oldest female bodybuilder, and she started bodybuilding at the age of 56 and has since become a source of inspiration for people of all ages looking to prioritize fitness and health. Now, I'm not condoning bodybuilding. I think bodybuilding is for a certain type of person, but it's a great example of how amazing the human body is. So go and check Ernestine out. We've also got Edna Giordano. She is cool. She's a 91-year-old mum of 5. She's a grandmother of 21 and a great-grandmother of 4. And she also lives on her own, but she drives and she goes to the gym nearly every single day. And Edna is a really good example of just general exercise. She's not a bodybuilder. She hasn't had a amazing before and after. She just can move, and she's physically independent, and she's balanced, and her posture is great. So together, let's make sure that we're exercising regularly, focusing on our balance, mobility, stability, strength, and cardiovascular fitness so that we can avoid developing long-term health conditions in later life and optimize our bodies as we age. We know that what I'm saying and exercise is science-backed, but knowing and doing are two completely different things. So stay motivated. Something that I find that helps me is affirmations when I feel blocked. I do actually have an affirmation podcast episode which helps with exercise motivation, so you feel free to go and check that out. But let's embark on a journey of regular physical activity together. My name's Rosaria Barreto, and thank you so much for listening to How to Age Well. If you've enjoyed the podcast, I'd really appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a review. Your feedback means so much and helps others to find out about how to age well.